Hey everybody, welcome to Matt Men, your source for all things professional wrestling. I'm Andrew Zarin. Of course, I'm joined by the one-hit wonder, Rich Stambolian.
Hello, Governor. How you doing tonight?
That's your thing today, right?
I'm Cockney now, not Australian.
You're Cockney. So I am, for people watching this, I'm wearing a ridiculous outfit because we're recording this right after the pay-per-view where we did our watch-along, Elimination Chamber, and we, I changed my pants, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw this. Here we go.
Oh my God! Look at that package.
I got my tights on. There's nothing. It's just socks, dude.
He stuffed it.
Yeah, I'm like a Ken doll. I just stuff it with socks daily. That's how I do this. So the show was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun doing it. It's 9:30. It ended really early, so we're gonna do a really quick recap of everything that happened on this card. Also, Jonathan with us. Hey, Jonathan, what's going on?
What's up, Poppy?
What's up,
Mr.
Poppy?
Jonzo?
And of course, we got MG Geek himself, our producer, live on the air with us. What's going on, MG Geek?
What's up? What's up?
I can't
Andrew,
ever call you Matt.
I'm very ashamed of you.
Why is that?
You didn't shave your chest today.
I didn't, but it's a little stubbly. But you know what? It's done like a week ago, so it's okay.
I like
Mr.
it.
Gonzo, do you shave? Do you shave your chest?
You know what? This is something Andrew and I don't know why this is the thing, but yes, I do. In my arms. And I have since, because I bodybuilded back in like the early 90s.
You
And
bodybuilded?
Yeah.
You just broke me. What do you mean you bodybuilded? You are shaped like a bowl of mashed potatoes. How do you
I'm
for
not.
a bodybuilder?
No, you don't.
Listen, Ahmed Johnson was a big jacked up dude at one point, and look at him now. He became a bowl of mashed potatoes.
Now
Man,
I'm going to get motivated and get back.
Jonathan with the
weeks.
fat shaving.
Hold
Jesus
on, ready?
Christ.
Jonathan, you're done. By Mania,
You did a run-in.
You know what you guys say you're going to be. So by the time you say you guys are going to be in Mania shape, I'll be in Mania shape.
Oh man!
Fuck you, Jonathan.
Oh man! Look at that.
Oh, we're gonna do. Let's do.
Right
Let's
ready?
do a weight,
out, baby.
let's do a weight loss challenge. I said it before.
All right,
The Mad Men weight loss
let's do this
challenge.
quickly. We're gonna do this very quickly.
Yeah,
we got to talk about the pay-per-view. We've had a lot of fun. We've had a lot of wine. I did not finish the bottle, but I am on a timer right now. Jonathan knows what I mean. I'm on a timer, so we got to get through this quick.
I know what you mean too. I think we all know what you mean. Let's go.
I'm on a timer.
I should have put myself on a timer too. God damn it.
Yeah. So, Rich, let's go through this card. What did you think of the show? I actually enjoyed the show a lot. It was a lot of fun. I don't know if I enjoyed it because of the pay-per-view or I enjoyed it because the way that we did the show. You know, it's always a lot of fun. We're having a couple drinks, we're hanging out, and it's a whole thing. So, but overall, I thought this was a lot of fun. What did you think?
I loved it. Much like my performance in the bedroom, it was high quality and very quick.
It's the quality that matters, not the length.
Exactly.
Oh man.
So we got 7 matches out of the night. We started with that pre-show match, that Fatal 4-Way. John Morrison beat Elias, Mustafa Ali, and Ricochet.
What did you think of that?
It was fine. 7-minute match. It was cool. I think they freaked out a little bit with the Keith Lee thing, and they were like, who could we get to fill in? All right, John Morrison, whatever. My question is, in the subsequent match of Matt Riddle beating Bobby Lashley and John Morrison, do you think they were going to put that title on Keith Lee or Riddle? Because, you know, you called that Bobby Lashley interference in the main event.
No, the plan was always Matt Riddle. It wasn't going to be Keith Lee. They were always going with Matt Riddle. This was just a body in the match for John Morrison. So I don't think it affected the match a lot, but the point is to remove the title off of Lashley eventually and then put him in the main event picture. I was told, adamantly, that he will be a main event player after WrestleMania. This was the catalyst. The ending that we saw was the beginning of this possible main event Bobby Lashley positioning, which I'm not against. I hope they do it right, because the guy, you know, we've seen WWE's great at reinventing people. I think a lot of people forget that this is a company that was able to take Steve Austin, stunning Steve Austin, turn him into, you know, the ringmaster, and then Stone Cold came out. Or The Rock, reinvented The Rock. Triple H is another one, got reinvented. I think Bobby Lashley is another one of these guys. And Drew McIntyre, perfect example of reinventing a character. He was a dud. He was in 3MB a couple of years ago, a total joke of a character, and the guy left, reinvented himself, came back, and became the man. And this is just another version of that. I think the Miz situation, which we're going to get to, is very interesting to me. But we'll go through this. But Jonathan, what did you think of the show? Did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it. I got to actually put a poll up on the Twitter asking people.
I just did.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was nice, quick. I mean, I did come in about 40 minutes into the show, so I saw, a good portion of it. But yeah, it was good.
So right now on the poll, we're at 50 votes. It's a 50-50. 51% enjoyed it. 49% did not.
All right.
So I have something to add to that match.
Yes, sir. What did you think? Matt, what did you think of the show?
So I loved the show. I thought it was really good. It was really solid. They started a lot of angles. They obviously they were in a little bit of a pinch. They had some questions. Keith Lee was a question. What they were doing with the Lacey Evans thing. Obviously they just dropped that match, which is probably the right call. Because what were they going to do? Run Peyton Royce out there?
Yeah.
So as far as that match, as far as that pre-show match, one thing I noticed was John Morrison. The way they work these matches is they kind of pre-do these matches, what they want to do. They kind of stage them out. Yeah. John Morrison was the only guy that was agile enough to do the same spots that a Keith Lee might do. So instead of doing that moonsault, he did a Starship Pain. You know what I mean? So in the same spot that moonsault would have took place. So he was able to plug himself in and just do the same type of match. So that's why I think he was chosen for that.
That's very astute, Mr. Gonzo. Like
yes.
That's your wrestling knowledge is very evident right there.
That's what I do, man.
Just take the compliment.
That's what he does.
So pre-show match,
next, Rich.
The pre-show match was what it was. We got the pre-show match to begin with. It's actually a shame to see these guys in the position that they're in, because considering the fact that Mustafa Ali, tremendous worker, Ricochet, one of the indie darlings more than anything else, Elias, great body, and John Morrison, another guy that went over there to become a big player. They did what they did. John Morrison won, qualifying to be in the U.S. title match. It was fine. It was okay. Nothing crazy, nothing terrible. It was okay. What else did we have?
Fair enough. Move on.
We opened the show with the SmackDown Elimination Chamber match, right? You had Daniel Bryan defeating Jey Uso, Kevin Owens, King Corbin, Sami Zayn, and Cesaro. 34 minutes and 20 seconds. Honestly, hell of a match. Huge showing for Cesaro, but will it do anything for him? Was this just another great performance, or are there greener pastures for our favorite Swiss Superman?
I think that's a great question. I think with Cesaro, he's really been the star of SmackDown the last month. There's obviously a plan to elevate him in that main event picture, because really the reality is the WWE does not have a great main event picture. It's always one or two guys. The days that we remember that were the glory days, we had how many competitors in that picture, right? You had 5, 6, 7 people. I think we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago where we were talking about, the attitude at the late term Attitude Era. You had Undertaker, Kane, Austin, Angle, Rock, Triple H,
Mankind,
Foley, and then you had Benoit kind of coming in there, Jericho kind of coming in there,
Guerrero,
you had the Guerrero inching in, but you had
Lesnar
02. You always had like 5 to 6 people that were really the main event, and WWE really hasn't done that. And it's not their fault per se. I think it's the fault of the brand split. You'll never have that much talent on one roster that's that could be your champion. However, SmackDown, on the other hand, Daniel Bryan, Cesaro now, Kevin Owens,
they all were there.
Roman Reigns,
that whole
Edge
match
now. The whole match could have been, except you know what? The whole match could have been a possibility, and they've done a good job
into that. And
we do have the SmackDown 6 now. I think people, I mean, we're back in this whole SmackDown 6 with Bryan, Uso, Owens, Corbin, Zayn, Cesaro, and of course Roman Reigns. That's just SmackDown 6.
And Big E. Don't forget Big E.
Big E.
Quickly, like I know we're trying to wrap up like a quick little post show, but do you guys feel like it's diminishing returns by having a split roster? Whereas, like Andrew just said, there's never going to be another roster like having Austin, Kane, Undertaker, Rock, Mankind, and Triple H on the same card in one night, probably along with Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys, and the Dudley Boys, etc. Right?
Yeah.
I think there is diminishing
excitement. Gets so excited when he says that.
I do. I think now it's diminishing returns where, as much as we love these dudes and these performers, like you split them up amongst two shows that you're supposed to pay attention to, and nobody's really getting that true moment to shine. And it was a long way to get to this question, but overall, between Raw and SmackDown, who would be your top 6?
If you were to combine the two rosters?
Absolutely. Like old school, 2 rosters.
1 roster, combine the 2.
Yeah.
1 title. Drew, Roman, Seth, Bryan, and
wait, are we combining NXT too?
No, just main roster. That's working right now. I would say those are my 5, and then I would put who would I put as number 6?
Bray Wyatt. Randy, does Randy get in there?
Yeah, Randy Orton. There you go. That's your 6.
Are you counting Edge or
no?
Not because he's a part-timer.
No, not because he's a part-timer. I'm only counting full-timers. If I count a part-timers, obviously Edge, Orton, Edge I would put in, and Lesnar I would put in. You know, Goldberg. You know, those are your big names. But really, Hunter. But we're in a very unique position right now, and I think the Miz having this title, even if it's temporary, is a significant ratings boost for tomorrow, which we're going to get into the main event. But let's go down the card some more, Rich. Sorry.
All right. So, we had Daniel Bryan winning that Elimination Chamber match. Immediately after the Elimination Chamber, the SmackDown side of it, Daniel Bryan had to face Roman Reigns one-on-one in a very quick singles match for the Universal Championship.
It was
1 minute 32. I know we were pulling for Daniel Bryan just because like we're fanboys and we want that to happen, but could you really see it go any other way?
Dude, you know what? I think a lot of people at the moment I would have said absolutely not. Obviously, this is Roman's title. That's the main title here, right? The Universal Championship is the world championship for this company right now. But
absolutely.
I think if you had told me the ending, I did know the ending, so I thought anything is possible, but I would say that Daniel Bryan winning was unlikely because he won't put himself over. But this is a great example of Paul Heyman still having an arm in the booking decisions of this company.
Sure.
What do you think?
No, so I'll just say one thing on this. So I really wanted this to go a different way.
Ryan, you're still here?
No. I wanted this to go a different way. That Roman just beat the living tar out of Daniel after the match, and told Edge, pick me, or I keep kicking his butt. And that's how they did it, more like a kind of like a mob boss type thing. And that's what I thought they might do.
Okay. How about you, Jonathan? What did you think?
I enjoyed it. I don't have much else to say. I came in halfway through the chamber match. Remember when I came in, it was down to like the final 3. So
hold on. Rich, what happened?
I had another window open by accident. I clicked on another window and I was like, yo, what's happening right now?
Oh, is that why you thought Ryan was back?
Yeah, I had
that's
another, I clicked on something. I had another window open, and I was like, "Yo, why am I hearing voices? Oh, holy shit, are we still connected?"
So I just want to remind everybody, we've also been drinking throughout this entire watch along. So this is not a typical. This is not a normal recap that we're doing here. Roman Reigns defeated Daniel Bryan, a minute 32. The previous match, by the way, the Elimination Chamber match on the SmackDown side, 34 minutes 20 seconds for that match.
Nice and tight.
Yeah, nice. Perfect length for that thing, because you need to give it some length. But following that Roman Reigns match, we got Matt Riddle and Bobby Lashley and John Morrison that just qualified for it. We saw Matt Riddle defeat Bobby Lashley and John Morrison by pinning John Morrison, setting up Matt Riddle to be the United States champion, possibly a match with Bobby Lashley or not. You know what? Good call here. What do you think, Rich?
Good call. Great call. It frees up Bobby Lashley. You have Riddle finally getting a belt on the main roster. And it's funny because both of us were talking about how we were kind of over Riddle from the get, and we didn't really see him being not so much being like title material, but like I didn't think he was going to scoop up that title at all.
I didn't think he would scoop it up, but it is a good call. What did you think, MG Geek?
I loved it. I think this guy needs it. I think
he needs something.
I think if they gotta stop with the corny ass shit with him on the shows and let him just say, "I'm a champion, and if I go in that ring, you're not going to want to be in the ring with me."
Well, because that's a reality here, right? Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely the reality. This guy is a champion. He's he's a real MMA fighter, legitimate UFC level, top 1% MMA fighter. And
think about how many MMA fighters they've had in that company.
Who have they had? Let's say
there's only 2 that they've let be like top stars.
Well, who would they've had? Matt Riddle. Well, you're forgetting Daniel Puder.
Oh, yeah.
What about Ken Shamrock?
And Ken Shamrock.
I can tell you exactly what the issue is.
What?
The issue with Riddle is the stoner gimmick. When you think of stoner, you go right to lazy, not hardworking, doesn't really care, just wants to show up.
You go to Spicoli from freaking Fast Top,
and that's what they did.
That's exactly where they went with him.
Yep. I thought it was a good decision, good move by them, and it's creating something different. So going into WrestleMania season, you want people interested. Who's the opponent for Matt Riddle? That's a good conversation.
I think
it's
going to be a ladder match. I think they're going to bring back that six-person ladder match. If
they're probably going to do that. But you know what I think would be great for Matt Riddle?
What?
Send him away or start something like the Right to Censor and have him become clean and sober.
Oh,
he changes his act. He goes heel, and he's a badass.
And he hates weed. And you know what he does? The old 1950s and 1960s Reefer Madness commercials. So you have them buttoned up talking about how it makes people go crazy and all this stuff.
Holding the Bible.
Susie was a good girl. She was a religious girl, a good girl, and all of a sudden Timmy introduced her to that reefer, and now she's a whore. We need that. We need those vignettes.
I got this, Jonathan.
No, but
Matt Riddle is a career babyface.
Instead of the name, it'll be Candy with the name. Do you know why?
Why? Yeah. So, yes, because they all have a Y. It's like Crystal with a K, right? Have you ever met a Crystal with a K that's not a stripper?
Bro,
no,
that was
never.
That was the
I had a one-night stand in Seaside with one.
With a Crystal with a K? I swear to God, this is a legitimate
And her boyfriend
story.
came to my hotel room, and I had to get her out of there.
Of course you met. And you met a Jersey lot lizard named Crystal with a K.
Here's the best part. I threw my rubber onto the Jersey Shore house.
Oh my God. Unbelievable. This, by the way, this is a regular show. This isn't a Map Man After Dark. I just want to remind everybody.
You can lean in and say hi if you want.
Vicky!
Oh, it's Vic. I've never met Vicky. Hi, Vicky.
She's done. She showed up for 2 seconds and then ran away because I pushed her away before.
I want to say how Jess has a friend named Crystal, one of her best friends. And the first thing I asked her was, do you spell it with a C or a K? And she looked at me dead serious and said, "What am I, a fucking whore?" I spelled with a C. And I died. And I died at that moment.
She's a sweetheart, too.
She's a sweetheart. Crystal's the best.
Next match.
Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defeated Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. 9 minutes, 35 seconds. This is obviously to kind of set up that Sasha Banks-Bianca Belair match that everybody wants to see. I'm into this. You know, this was just another step towards that WrestleMania match. Whatever. For what it was, they got the story across. Don't think it was a great match, but it's leading up to the Sasha and Bianca match. What do you think, Rich?
Yeah, I want to see the Sasha and Bianca match. Sasha being like an ultimate heel, absolutely, and I think Bianca Belair being a strong babyface going into that would work at WrestleMania. And since WrestleMania is going to be over 2 nights, why not? Right? Like,
why not?
Night 1, have Bianca Belair versus Sasha, and you don't really. What happened?
I said the co-main. Make that the co-main event of that night 1.
Really?
Coleslaw.
Opening match.
Yeah, I think that's a strong opening. I think whatever. It doesn't. You know, I think the story is bigger than the title match there, but I'm into it.
Did you guys? Who's seen the? I'm sorry, Jonathan. Did who's seen the Sasha Banks documentary, the interview with Steve Austin yet?
You know, you messaged me. I was gonna watch it before the show, but I got busy, so I'm probably gonna watch it tonight when I go upstairs.
Oh, it's really good, and and the one thing I took out of this match tonight is she's probably very pissed about the match.
That's
really.
Let's find out.
She's a perfectionist, and
let's all watch it together.
It's on right now, and like in the background noise for me, because it came on right after Elimination Chamber. But she's looking jacked.
Yeah. Her traps look great.
I noticed too. Her arms look big. Yeah.
So something that was supposed to go on after this, I want to go through this a little quicker. Was supposed to be the Asuka match. Obviously, Asuka's opponent, Lacey Evans, could not compete. She's pregnant. They announced it on Monday. So they were looking for an opponent. Everybody thought they'd be an opponent for her, and a lot of speculation on who it could be. They essentially
even did it on the pre-show. They even questioned it.
They even questioned on the pre-show, but on the main card, they pulled it. And I don't know if it was for timing reasons or what, but the match was pulled. And we go right into the main event of Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Kofi Kingston. Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship. Match went 31-10. Drew McIntyre, the winner, still retaining the championship. Following this, we saw Bobby Lashley attack Drew McIntyre, pummel him, leave the ring, and opening up the possibility for The Miz to cash in. And what does he do? He cashes in the Money in the Bank and defeats Drew McIntyre after 30 seconds. Rich, right call. What do you think of this?
I am so fucking cool with The Miz winning. You have no idea, Andrew.
You did.
I know that you're very excited. You've been calling for this for a while. Now, this was a moment to do it. Now, it leads to a lot of possibilities. MG Geek, what do you think of this?
I hated it, but that's just me.
You hated it.
I hate it because of the construct that we have to have a cash in.
You can be honest why you hate it. You just don't want to see The Miz with it. That's why.
Yeah, you don't like The Miz. You fucking anti-Mizite.
Yeah, you anti-Mizite.
Well, I am an anti-Mizite. Fuck the real world too, for that matter. But
I'm chopping that up.
I always knew it, dude. I always know. I knew he goes to meetings. He goes to rallies, anti-Miz rallies, anti-Miz meetings.
I can smell it from here.
He rents out like a Knights of Columbus in the middle of the night, and all of a sudden they have anti-Mizite rallies.
You did forget a part, Andrew.
Yes, which one?
Before the match actually started, they cut to a backstage hidden camera clip of Miz and MVP talking.
That was very, very, very crucial, this whole thing.
So I walked out of the room, and I feel like that helped make the moment even bigger for me because I wasn't in the room. I was changing into my tights, obviously. And so I didn't see any of that, but it made more sense. I actually enjoyed the ending more, not knowing that conversation happened.
Okay. He was busy changing into a real boy.
I was becoming a real boy. Jonathan, what did you think?
Go ahead, Jonathan.
I liked it. The Elimination Chamber just kind of lost some of its luster for me.
Okay.
I don't remember when exactly it happened, but yeah, I don't know. I'm all for like we were talking about on the pre-post show. I'm all for unifying the titles. As a wrestling fan of my age, I've actually never really seen a unified title. My whole wrestling life has been 2 titles.
Isn't that interesting, dude?
Me in the napping head.
Yeah.
Rich, how fascinating is that? He's never experienced one world title in WWE.
So wait, you haven't 2012?
2000, yeah, that was the only time. But how long did that last? I was in the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was traveling.
He was 8 years old.
Well, no, I had just graduated high school. It was my first year in college. I was getting poo-tang on Tinder.
Oddly enough, Jonathan at 27 is still older than both of us. Andrew 17, I'm 19.
Exactly. America's cutest teenagers, boys and girls.
How do you do it?
And I'm 14.
But MTG.
I get to go there.
I got
anti-Mizite.
Let me ask you, you anti-Mizite. Where do you think they go with the Miz after this?
That's a great question, actually. Where do they go with the Miz? I think they're going to do I don't see them. Is he really going to have a WrestleMania match?
Yeah.
It's Jonathan choked himself on his hit. But
I'm dying too, brother.
We're dying.
Listen, you know what the Miz stands for? Man, I'm zooted.
Man, I'm zooted is right.
I like Mike in Zimbabwe, a USA show.
I saw that Mike in Zimbabwe, a USA show was a great one too.
Were we doing a Miz? You know what would be interesting? They had that thing with Damian Priest. Could they really be going with a Damian Priest push and give him the title at Mania?
Which title?
The big title.
You think they're going to give
I don't think
Damian? So. No, because Damian Priest he has a tag match with Bad Bunny.
But
when does Bad Bunny drop the title?
And the tag match was supposed to be against against Morrison and Miz.
Oh yeah, that's out the window.
You know what?
If Miz has a title.
Oh, dude, that's actually. Huh?
Holy crap! Here we go.
Can I cut the air right now in the chamber?
Do it.
I think one of the reasons why we get along so well with Mr. Gonzo is that we have a lot of wrestling. All of us have a lot of wrestling sentiment in common, and I feel like Mr. Gonzo is a good wrestling psychoanalyst, where you can kind of see where angles go, and you have not been too far from the truth. Sometimes you lay like a giant shit, but it's very rare.
Like
Most time,
my Rhea Ripley, Randy Orton versus the Miz, and
like that.
Yeah. Like sometimes you'll say shit like that, and I side text Andrew like, "Yo, fire this fucking guy right now." I'm done. I'm fucking done. But apart from stuff like that, like you're usually like on the mark, and I really appreciate that. And I want to explore this more, with the Damian Priest stuff.
Because I catch the little things. They do these little side segments a lot of times, and people, because you guys are doing the watch along, you're not always catching it, and a lot of the segments, because a lot of people don't watch the stuff they do online, like the video clips and stuff, and they give away a lot of stuff.
Do you think that helps or hurts?
2 and 3. They should put it more on TV. They need to put it where more eyes are sometimes, and that's why the big fans come across and love it. I think that's why the internet fans, because they watch everything, right? They watch all of it. So,
by the way, Jonathan, those pants you posted, my wife has them.
Well, then perfect. It's already done. So I say we do this challenge.
What's the challenge?
Okay, so Mania
wear
weekend.
Your wife's pants challenge.
Yeah.
Do you want to know if I've worn them or not to see if they lift your ass?
I know you have.
Of course I have, and let me tell you, those fucking pants work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So here's what I'm thinking. Rich, tell me what you think. $500 all of WrestleMania weekend. If we hit it before the end of WrestleMania 2, Andrew has to slide into those pants.
The first night, you mean?
No, the combination.
Night 2.
If we hit $500 before the end of the second night. You know what? That's kind of tough because if we are doing it on the Observer stuff, I don't know if we're gonna hit that number. We might.
We probably won't. We probably. I don't know, but I don't want to wear it on the Observer.
Well, then we do it on the post show.
We
do it on the post show.
We could 100% do it on the post show.
Yeah. So that's why we have the whole.
I just want to say this, okay? I really don't want Dave Meltzer's first impression of me to be in those TikTok ass lifting pants, because your reputation, your first impression is everything. And can you imagine how many people are going to be watching that thing? I got to act like a human being.
You farted out of your armpits tonight, man. And you're still doing it. And you're worried about wearing ass lifting fucking jorts.
I was teaching my son, by the way, how to do that the other day.
Of course you were.
That's funny.
Did we is there anything else on this before?
Yeah, so the Miz cashes in, gets the title. Now we're in a very interesting position. We're right before WrestleMania. We got how many days away? Whatever, 50 days away, 40 days away.
On Peacock.
April 10th and 11th.
April 10th and 11th, exclusively on Peacock. So you know they're going to want to go big on this.
Which I
now
think
we got Fastlane in a
more.
month. In 1 month, we got Fastlane. Do we see a title swap happen?
I don't see Miz in that big match. I just don't.
No, Miz is heading to WrestleMania as champ. You better believe it.
I'll tell you how they do it.
It's got to be a triple threat or something, right?
I'll tell you how they do it.
How?
So the go home show to Fastlane on Peacock, right? You want to make sure you have good numbers on your first night of Peacock. So you have a title match on that Raw. You have it end in some fluky finish where they claim champion, but then the ref comes out, or Adam Pearce comes out and says no, gives the title back to Miz. That's how you end the show. And then and it could be Priest that matches with, and then you go into Fastlane.
I don't think they're gonna do Priest like that. I really don't, and not that I'm saying I generally want that guy to do really well because he's phenomenal. He's worked his ass off to get to where he is. Out of you can say that about everybody, but that guy's he was a New York City indie guy.
Absolutely.
You know? Rich and I know exactly what that means. He was wrestling a bunch of Jeff Hardys, from the Bronx. It's a bunch of guys from the Bronx wrestling like they're Jeff Hardy.
I know exactly what
that should never be wrestling. And this guy really started off in a really endless pit to get out of. And the guy is so talented, he got into
He's a star, dude.
Big time. He has all of it.
Star.
But I think if you come from the streets in New York and you wrestle over 500 Jeff Hardys, then you've made it, and then you get signed to Ring of Honor, and boom, you get signed to WWE. Oh, good Lord. Are you taking your cock out?
What the
dude, seriously.
I had just turned around for a second. What is going on? What the fuck?
Oh my God.
We interrupt this post show for an on-time pay.
This is how he picked me up at the subway.
I like
when I hung out with him.
I like how he's so adamant about yo, the first time I talked to Dave Meltzer, I don't want him to think I'm an asshole. Oh, by the way, hang on a second. And this guy's parading around.
Here we go. Hold on.
And he's doing it again.
The mask is coming out.
Oh my God.
Where's the mask?
Oh, the hair.
I think whatever you took kicked in.
No, not yet, man. This is everything from prior.
Oh boy.
This is everything I have.
So do I cut this thing or not? Before we
no, you get it braided.
Put it all in front of your face. Put it in front of your face.
I got someone cornroll in it.
Yeah.
So mine is getting long, and I'm trying to get it that long, but I'm an old ass, so
MG Geek's pubes hangs to his knees.
Okay, hold on, Rich. Why are you so disgusted by my antics?
I'm not. I encourage it completely.
I know you do.
I am disgusted by your hypocrisy.
Well, no, we're on our channel. We're not on the Observer
That
right
is true.
now.
You would never do this on the Observer.
I would never dare do it. I would never dare do it.
I think
you know why? Not because I'm embarrassed by it or anything else, or I think people listen. I think people understand what I do and who I am. I am a very I'm a fascinating person to a lot of people. There's multi layers of my insanity. But I wouldn't want to do this on someone else's channel with the sheer concept of, listen, I don't want to act like an asshole at your party. You know what I mean? It's a bad reflection of you.
All right,
and this isn't. I think for our audience, they're into this.
So you
like
so you wanna show everybody how we party, but we can't bring our party to their party.
No, listen, that's
fair enough.
That's why when we do the watch alongs on our page, it's a little bit different. I kind of want to do something different. I'm totally okay and comfortable doing this always.
Absolutely.
But I wouldn't want to do that because it just looks bad. Like I could see already on Reddit, this is what's happening on the Observer watch along.
That'd be great.
And it's some asshole clipping me like with my junk.
This is going on a TikTok.
Listen, I'm all about anarchy, but I agree with Andrew. You have to draw the line. But can I do a bit? Can I do the impression of Andrew getting the phone call from Dave?
Yeah. Do it.
Where he's really all about the nasty stuff.
Here we go. This is how we end it.
Dave? Uh-huh. Oh, you like that? Oh, really? So what you're saying, more nutsacks. More tights. Oh, Rich too? Oh. I don't think he'll tuck it back, but maybe he'll take it out. Really? You want more nasty stuff? I'll see what we can do.
More nasty stuff.
You want more nasty stuff? All right. Let me get on the horn. Let me get on the horn of Mr. Gonzo and Mr. Jonzo and Rich. And see where this goes. Oh, more bidet talk. Okay. I don't think we can do that.
Guys, he's on.
If it's gonna look like excrement, I think it has to be excrement. And that's the end of the conversation.
Oh my God. Guys, I absolutely love each and every one of you. I'm so glad that. By the way, I just want to add, if this adds anything more to my insanity, I'm one of the people in charge of a $100 million a year company, and I'm not talking about what I do here or where I work. So,
well, that too.
You know what I always wonder? Like, I think they know, like Mike knows, like. One of my buddies over there, he knows how nuts I am. I don't think anybody else does. But like, I always wonder, like, when the owners eventually see this, do they say we've made a terrible mistake, or do they're like, oh yeah, he's just playing a character. Obviously, that's not how he is in real life.
No, you know what? They turn around and they go, "Hey, I get he does like a thing on the internet."
Yeah, that's it. Perfect.
That's it. They think
this
you're
is normal.
Doing like chat room commentary for like 20, like they think you're 20 years old and you're doing what a 20-year-old does.
By the way, one of them thinks I'm 20 years old. They were baffled when I told them I'm 37. I'm turning 30. I'm going to be 38 years old.
They're going to think I'm 12.
See, by the way, you want to know how fucked up something is? The Pavlovian dog trick. You know what I'm talking about here?
Pavlov's dog.
Pavlov's dog. So essentially what they did, they trained a dog to salivate every time a bell rung because that's when they got the treats, right? That was the thing. And they actually did those experiments on kids. I think we're at that point with what I'm doing. It's almost like they could hear it in their heads. They know.
Real quick.
All right. We got a question in the chat room from Luke X Wrestling, and he's from the UK. Should I attempt to do a voice?
No, because you're going to do the Australian voice. You know what? Do the Australian voice. That's fine.
Should I, Luke X Wrestling, I apologize for this in advance. Oi, guys. A big hello from the UK. Thought the pay-per-view was strong over the past few.
It's the worst.
I can't read English anymore. Do you guys?
It's Rhea
Do you guys
Ripley
think they
herself.
should have pulled? Do you guys think they should have pulled the trigger with Cesaro?
You need to apologize to him one more time.
Luke, I'm sorry. Luke, I'm sorry.
Luke,
Take it from
great
the top.
question. It's very late in the UK, and
So-
I also want to
so
know
they-
where in the UK.
So
But
he wants to know if Cesaro should have won the title. Basically.
you know what?
just said
I
that.
don't think Cesaro winning the title, but I think if he had advanced.
Bold
Well, here's the
mashed
thing:
potatoes.
would Daniel Bryan getting killed by Roman, would that have hurt Cesaro more than it not hurting Daniel Bryan? Because I don't think it did
Right.
anything to Daniel Bryan because
I don't.
he's so
I don't
beloved.
think Daniel Bryan cares. I think. Yeah. Daniel Bryan's Daniel Bryan. I agree.
Hold on, I think I got Jonathan here. Oh no, I don't.
No,
That's just a black screen,
See?
man.
did my
Hold
my
on.
video show up?
I could kind of let's do this. There you go.
Oh shit!
Wow, look at this
It's
fucking
me.
guy.
Oh, it
Hey.
was stoned. as hell.
Hey.
Look at this fucking and
just gonna say it.
Hold on.
Razor from the authors of Pain.
Razor from the Authors of Pain, and hold on, and their manager. Here we go.
Oh yeah. What's going on?
Rocking
But look
the
at that shirt. Look at
Matt
that
Man
shirt. Look at that shirt. Look at that fucking shirt. Stand up, you fuck.
Love it. Look at this.
All right.
All right,
Look at the,
you want to
look at
do?
what we're working
Here's
with.
the deal. I listen. This show is totally off the rails. This is not an official show, but we're gonna post
You're
it as
done.
if it's a show.
You're done.
Yeah.
I have to
We're
send
gonna
it to
post
you. I have to send it to both of you. I'm going to upload this, and you guys are going to edit this. But
Yeah.
I have a question for everybody. Do we do 2 more minutes of Q&As, quick Q&As in the chat room? Listen, my things have kicked
Like rapid
in.
fire.
I'm a bottle of wine in, so
Kid.
I am an
Kid.
open book right now. So this is your chance.
All right. Let's do 2 more minutes and then
All
let's
right.
get the F out of here, please.
All right, let's go.
You guys gonna
Ask
do
me
anything
anything.
on the Clubhouse app?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
I have Club MG Geek. I just sent you your invite. I sent it today.
I did get it. I just got to finish.
Are
it.
you on it, Rich?
Nah, give me some.
All right, so I'll give you an invite to Clubhouse. You know what I do every freaking
What
morning?
the fuck is this bullshit side texting with MG Geek, man?
No, I
I'm-
sent it to
I'm
him.
first, motherfucker.
He asked. No, you know my app. My
Hey,
app
hey,
said
hey.
MG Geek wants an invite, so I gave
Yeah,
it
I
to
got
him.
that text too, and I was like, yes,
Ah,
nah.
look at this. Look at this.
All right, so
fucking
I'll
shit.
send you an invite.
Jonathan,
I'll give you an
blow it
invite for Clubhouse.
Yeah, no, I don't want it anymore.
All I do, I get invited to these secret like finance groups
Yeah.
where it's all like the Wall Street bros in there.
Like acorns for a-holes.
Right? Wait, Suncast wants it? I'll give Sun. I have 2 more invites, so I can give Suncast. I don't know you wanted it. I get those, and then I get like super secret marketing groups that I go into every morning, and that's my podcast now. I'm in this marketing, like it's.
Mm.
I don't
Yo,
even want to say
send me
who's
some
in
of
there. I can't
Send
do
me
that.
some of those.
I can't do that.
No, you can't. It's all his customers.
Anywho,
Yeah, the
All right,
Billy the
let's-
Coke
let's-
dealer does not want someone in there.
Let's move on. Mike
let's
Hawkhurst.
Yes,
When is the next episode of Game Men?
Rich, when do you want to do it?
Dude, you want to try to rock something before we do AEW Revolution?
Yeah, I'd love to do it this week, Thursday.
That'd be
You
dope.
want to do
Okay.
Thursday this week?
after the show.
Sure.
After
Or
the,
We
no,
can do it
after-
after.
No, well, are you coming in Thursday? No, don't come in Thursday. Do me
No,
a
I'm
favor.
not coming in Thursday. I told you I'm
Yeah.
coming in AEW
For the show.
Revolution. That's the next time I'm coming in. Can we do it before that? Can we do it
Yeah.
that Sunday in the afternoon? Let's order some pizza. Let's
Oh,
get
yeah,
some
let's do it.
babes going. Let's
wanna
get some
get babes?
cocaine.
4
Let's
o'clock.
get some
Do
cocaine
it at 4
happening.
Allegedly.
What did
Let's
you
get
think
some
of-
cocaine.
You think I'll be able to do that idea I pitched you about doing a 2K career mode of Enchante?
Yeah, so he wants
I
to
would
do a
love that.
2K career mode of Enchante and WWE 2K.
Oh my
Are they doing a
God,
2K21?
that might
Nah, it's whatever the last one before this arcade
The
arcade
Battleground-
one
the
was. I think
Battleground
20.
be- No,
Yeah.
they didn't do. Okay, yeah.
Because I
Yeah, let's do it.
So I'll
All
do
right.
that.
Who from WM Smith 94?
Okay.
Who would you rather see run in at the death match, Sabu or Zandig?
Sabu.
Sabu, 100%.
I gotta tell you,
Sabu
I'm not a big
all the way.
CZW guy. I
Yeah.
think we could all unanimously agree Sabu here, but I posted on the Mattman Instagram and the Twitter, but head on over Mattman
That-
Mattman
that,
Podcast on Instagram.
oh.
Instagram.com/Mattman Podcast. I posted a video of a great the epitome of what a death match is, and it's Terry Funk and Onita in a death match, and it's the end of the match. Okay, and I'm going to describe this. It takes place in FMW. It's the end of the match. Terry Funk is in the ring dead. Right. So at the 5-minute mark, you have you guys seen this match or no?
No.
All right. So at the 5-minute mark, so just in case Jonathan is editing this for TikTok, because I feel like he will. I don't normally dress like this. We're drunk and we did a watch along, and this is what happened. So
TikToks are 60 seconds. That can't fit.
So the 5-minute mark.
That's kind of falling in my category.
5-minute mark. You have a siren go off and a timer keep pounding away on your screen, and they're telling you have 5 minutes till this fucking ring explodes. So now they're fighting, electrocuting off the barbed wire, whatever. The end, the last 10 seconds is where everything happens. Terry Funk is dead in the middle of the ring. Last 10 seconds. Onita sees him. He's already out the ring. And he decides, oh crap, I respect this guy. I'm going to jump in the ring. He starts slapping his face over and over again, starts yanking him from his hair. And he realizes he's out of time. And what does he do? He covers Terry Funk, right? To take the damage because he has such respect for him. Bomb goes off. Audio cuts. Nobody is saying a sound. And what do you hear? The most Lethal Weapon-esque soundtrack you've ever heard in your life playing on this video. It's the greatest clip I've ever seen. I got to play this for you. Hold on.
It's on
Listen to it. So Terry Funk's dead in the ring, and then we'll wrap this up. Do you hear this?
And it's on the pro wrestling, Madman Pro Wrestling.
Yeah,
Instagram.
hold on. I'm gonna play the audio from this.
It's actually very good. And you know Tony Khan loves this shit, right?
So the ring, so it's gonna explode now, right? The ring blows up. Silence, and then this.
Such an 80s music.
I mean, isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Rich, isn't that everything?
What year was this?
I think it's like 93 or 92.
Yeah.
It
I'm
can't
gonna
be.
As soon as we get off, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna force my watch to watch this.
It's not terrible. I was just saw it, and she's like, "What the hell's going on?" I'm like, "Jess, this is art. It really is." No.
It is performance art.
Is art
in a certain regard. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's total art. They're telling the story, like even like teasing for like 5 minutes that he's gonna hit his head on the barbed wire. It really is unbelievable. But Sabu's the answer to that very.
Sabu's always the answer.
Was there anything else after that?
No, that's it. I think we're done. Let's go home.
All right. Why can't Meltzer accept Andrew's tropes, and tops and Enchante bottoms?
Andrew's a top, Enchante's a bottom.
That's
what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
Love it. Mike, you know what? I don't think I've introduced him to it, and maybe he will be introduced to it soon.
I think Enchante's a power bottom.
Enchante's a power bottom.
How's that a thing? But it is.
Perfect. All right, guys. That's it for this week.
Good night.
Love each and every one of you. We'll see you on Thursday. Take care.